No, no, you're gonna choke. Come back. Steve, Steve, you're gonna choke. Steve, Steve. Sorry, sorry. You're just gonna choke, mate.
All of the things we're taking, 'cause we are young and we're ashamed. Sends us to perfect places. All of our heroes fading. Now I can't stand to be alone. Let's go to perfect places.
Oh dear. That is very zoomed into my facial crevices. Hey everyone, welcome back to Vlogmas. So the weather has been really not that great. It's not showing up on camera, but listen to the rain. So I haven't been able to ride that much. However, I was able to ride a few days ago and I did manage to get some of it on camera. But here's the thing. It's kind of really boring and I kind of really suck at riding. So I haven't really uploaded anything on my channel. I kind of feel bad that I haven't been uploading, so I'm gonna upload it anyway, unfortunately. I thought I would just explain what the purpose of this ride was and why I was riding like this. Kind of like a talk through thingy, you know? So I'm gonna do one of them because I feel like I need to justify why I suck. Shall we get into it? So on this ride, the purpose was two things. Basically, if you've been watching Vlogmas, you'll know that I have recently brought Splash back into work. Now, that means a few things. Long story short, to stretch him out and to make sure he was relaxed. And for me, to work on my position because I suck and have gotten some really bad habits that I need to not have. And they're really embarrassing. So I'm going to point out all of my flaws and then hide in my bed for the rest of the day. The reason why we're not asking for an outline or any of that is because we're trying to stretch out his back muscles and just let him relax to, you know, loosen up, be able to hold himself, not rely on me. Because I have the tendency to try and hold him, if that makes sense. Like I've said heaps of times before, he's like short coupled, so his, like from his withers to his bum is quite short and he's bum high. So that basically means it's more natural for him to be on the forehand. However, when he's working correctly, you can get him off the forehand. The purpose of this ride was kind of just getting him to relax and getting me to relax and letting him stretch out and hold himself. So in the trot, we were also working on the same thing, so getting him to stretch his neck out so he wasn't shortening his back. And then by doing that, you're also working on his top line in a relaxed way. One of my bad habits is I tilt my pelvis forward and kind of hollow my back. I don't know why I've started doing this, it's really annoying. So in the trot it's really obvious, but then in walk and in canter I don't do it, so I'm just a retard. Also, one of the reasons why hollowing my back is such a bad habit, first of all, just you can't use your aids properly, so I don't know why I decided that would be a great idea to do that, so that's really annoying. But also because he's bum high, when I rotate my pelvis forward, I'm therefore shifting my weight more onto his front end, like over his shoulders, which is going to make his job harder and it's going to put more weight on the front of them rather than me sitting up. That was one of the things that I was working on, and I also dropped my stirrups a hole just to help my position, and I improved as well, which is always beneficial. Splash also can be a bit of a tense horse and quite spooky, so this ride, although it doesn't look like top amazing stuff, like he did achieve a lot during this ride because he was so relaxed and he wasn't head flicking even though it was really hot and all that shenanigans, so that was awesome. We also worked on our transitions because when he gets tense he can hollow going into it, and obviously that's counterproductive if you're trying to build a top line and trying to get them to relax. As you can see throughout the ride, he starts to loosen up through his back and his hindquarters are swinging more, as well as his shoulders are more open, and he is holding himself more. Also, another thing that I just want to mention in here is we've changed his bit. It's really helped him hold himself because of the action of the bit and how it works. So he was becoming really soft and light, and he was really supple, and it was lovely. As I go around, you can see my pelvis has really improved and my hips are no longer rotated forward, which is always great, and my back is a lot straighter. And we also worked on the canter, not as much because that wasn't as much as our focus. Another thing that I was doing while I was riding was when he got heavy, I would drop one hand forward, so I'd like give the rein and then take it back slowly. So if you see my hands, like one hand going forward or another hand going forward, I'm just putting the rein forward so he can't use me to hold him up. And giving away the rein has really helped bring him up as well. So around here you can see my hand go forward and he brings his head up, which is great. Obviously you don't want to be like yanking your horse in the mouth, or when you take it back you don't want to hook them in the mouth, so just keep that in mind. And then down here, that transition to walk was really good because, not that you can really tell on camera, but the ground through there is quite downhill, and for him he can find that quite hard because his weight's already forward. And then you can see in the walk just how relaxed he is and how chilled out, which is great. 10 out of 10, Splash, good job. If only your rider wasn't so shit. Like I said, we worked on our transitions from walk to trot, and again the goal of this was to just keep him nice and relaxed and make sure that he was using his back and his hind end rather than hollowing and shooting forward, which he did really well, although he does look like a potato, but that's fine. But then round this corner you can see the improvement in his head carriage, and the contact I have is a really light one.
Ho, ho, ho!
Just remember that you don't have to be the world's greatest rider, you don't have to be jumping like super high the whole time or anything, because if you don't have the basics mastered, or if you don't have the basics like laid down and they're all nice and smooth, then it's just gonna like you know. But I'm gonna stop rambling because this video is already long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of it and if it was helpful, or if you have any other video requests, let me know down below and I will try my hardest to film them. And I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye!
Every night I live and die, meet somebody, take them home, let's kiss and then take.
And also the chicken thing, I'm just not gonna explain it. You could just stop.
Run.